Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
There's the whistle. Now it's Martinelli. He's picked his way through. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Messi. And the counter is on. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job.
He's got a side of goal! Decent enough try.
Yildiz just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Lewis Skelly. Now Saliba. Partey. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Martinelli, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Is number 9, Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the... Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to get it away. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Brilliantly cut out. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Now it's Rice. Ødegaard. Back into the middle. Can he get it through? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Foden.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Saliba. Timber. Rice. Saliba. Timber. He is through here. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Yildiz. He's been picked out. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Rice. Partey. Threads one in, and there's green grass ahead of him. Martinelli was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Partey. Saliba. Partey. Now Saliba. Now Timber. Martinelli. Ribery.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. For Rice. He's in, surely! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yildiz. Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk. Madsen. Gallagher. And it's Ribery. No, that's been intercepted. Martinelli succumbs to the pressure. Foden receives it in a wide position. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
That's the first half then.
Any
A
strong
rocky
opinions
start,
on the
to say
first
the
half?
least.
Manchester
But that
United
won't shake
clearly
our
are
spirits,
benefiting
will it?
from their
And
homework.
please
They've
welcome
dealt with
our lads to
anything
the
that's been thrown
field.
at them and have been smart on the break.
Manchester United happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. There's the start of the second half. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Bastoni, Gallagher, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Madsen. Oh, good spread. It's a great ball. Bastoni clears. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He gets big. Goal! They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Foden. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Gallagher. Yildiz. And Ribery! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made. Manchester United really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Messi! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front! An act of charity gratefully received.
The goal scorer after 58 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Timber. Martinelli. Timber has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job
The
done.
attendance for this match was
He can get that clear.
60,179.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Just about up to the hour now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Timber. Martinelli. Foden. And he's managed to get free. Foden! Oh, he's really drilled it.
I actually like to see that in shots at goal when there's a noticeable effort to get over the ball and keep it down.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 23.
So time for change.
Mikel
And
Merino.
this one has been on the cards for a little
Coming on
while.
to replace
Well, I think
him
his job
is
here, Peter, is going to be to
number 29,
reinvigorate that attack.
Kevin.
Just change the rhythm up front.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Alexander-Arnold with a definite fell there. Trossard. And it's lofted through here. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Havertz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rice goes short. Lewis Skelly proves he's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Trossard. Ødegaard. Terrific header! It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Played back in. And that's cause for mild irritation. Partey. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yildiz demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Arsenal making another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Number 24, substitution for Arsenal. Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. Number 5, Partey. Coming on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 20, Jorginho. Substitution.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Saka. Half an hour gone in the second half. No, he's not getting any further than that. The referee's awarded a free kick. Odegaard, and it's Jorginho, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Havertz, and the shot! He's scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Gallagher.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Jorginho. The fullback is in acres of space here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Big chance! And it's hoisted clear. Rafinha. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's another throw. Back into the middle.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Added minutes
He has
been
found the way
indicated.
through. Nicely spread. And he's there to clear it. Showing great feet there.
And a header!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Yildiz. Saka has it in a wide position. Now it's Odegaard. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's found a way through. And that is expertly dealt with. And that is that. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining
And
me.
it's
That brings
ended
us to the end of our
even
coverage.
today. A
So
big
from us
round of
both,
applause to
a
both
very